I always feel like somebody's watching me and I get no privacy. Yeah. The Watchers. The film debut of Ishana Shyamalan, M. Night's daughter. And I had just checked the Rotten Tomatoes score. I redid this for a second time because apparently my computer was doing a laggy thing, but now everything seems fine. 29% from Rotten Tomatoes. Now, to be fair, I read comments and reviews. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I can get behind what they were talking. I can understand why they felt that way. I don't necessarily agree that was a bad thing, but I can understand why they felt that way. And like only about half the audience likes it, just over half, 51%. And a thumbs down world, where if I were a Rotten Tomatoes, critic and was able to give my input, and my opinion mattered for a percent of the box office, the Rotten Tomatoes score, I'd bump it up to 30. I like this film. Me and my girlfriend both like this film. In fact, we liked it quite a bit for the first 3/4. So the story follows Mia, I believe her name is, played by Ellie Fanning. She's estranged from her sister, due to tragedies in her past, and she works in a pet store. She kind of has a bit of a lonely life, and she's I wouldn't say she's self-destructive, but she's definitely has a low opinion of herself due to what happened in her childhood. My nose itches. Sorry if you see this, is just because my nose won't stop itching for some reason. Maybe it means someone's talking about me. Actually, that's if you sneeze, someone is talking about you. And if you sneeze 3 times, you're a genius, apparently. If you ever heard that wise tale. But, so she has to take this very expensive parrot to a zoo, and she goes through these woods. They even say, like in a brief narrative introduction, that there's these woods that you'll never find in the map that hold a lot of like mystery or whatever. Well, her car breaks down, and you see this in the trailer, so I'm not giving away anything. And she ends up being stuck in this for better or worse of a term, a cabin in the woods. Though, as this giant see-through one-way glass that is there, so these creatures, the Watchers as they're called, are there to watch them, view them, and just for their own reasons. And the question is, what are these creatures? Why are they watching them? How are they gonna get out of here? What a twist! And for the first, I want to say 3/4 of the film, I'm into it. I'm having a good experience with the movie. The acting's good. Ellie Fanning is really solid as this kind of just broken person who just is kind of self-centered and thinking of herself in many ways. She nearly gets some people killed because of something she does in the movie. You do actually see it in the movie, in the trailer too, where she's like going into this hole, which is like where they live. And you're like, why are you fucking with their shit? I was like, yeah, why are you fucking with their shit? And then you see what happens when you fuck with their shit. But yeah, she's good. The supporting cast are really good too. You get to feel like you get to know these people a little bit, like where these people are coming from, what they want, what they need, who they are, and like dreams, desires, all that kind of stuff. At least to some degree, or more or less. I'm just gonna increase that. There we go. It also does a really good job at It does a really good job at atmosphere. This has an eerie mood, an unsettling mood to it at points. Like, it's very creepy. Like, what you never actually, by the way, see one of the creatures. Like, never in the movie. You never actually see them head on, clear as day. This is what they look like. For a long time, you're only really getting glimpses, and then they're moving so fast that you're never actually seeing them in the full view. You're just getting shots of them. You can make out what they look like overall, and I won't give anything away on what they are. I will just say, if you are an audience goer and you know your Irish lore, you'll pretty much know immediately what they are. I'm like reading the synopsis saying, oh, so girl in the Irish woods, I know what the damn things are. Okay, like, the minute they said that, I'm like, okay, I know what the damn creatures are now. And sure enough, I'm not spoiling anything there, I was right. But that's because I'm a nerd. I love mythology. So not your average moviegoer might not know lore that way. So maybe they won't get it immediately before the movie ever comes out. But that being said, they do an interesting kind of twist here or there on some of it. These creatures have a lore to them. They have a history to them. And they are like they do not shy away from making them a frightening type of being. They are intimidating in some ways. Now, granted, the fact that you don't very rarely ever actually see them is both a good thing and a bad thing. The idea is what you don't see is sometimes scarier than what you do see. It builds tension. That's all well and good, but every once in a while you do need payoff for that tension, and I don't think they quite hit the mark when it came to payoff. What they did hit the mark though with is still the urgency of getting out of there. The urgency of, are we going to die? How are we going to survive? And then the mystery of what has been going on, why that building in the forest is there. I think they really do a good job at building on that. When characters bite it, and there are characters that bite it, they bite it. I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't see like gore or anything like that, really, but the implied death is not plenty. There's also plot points, like little plot points that they set up at the beginning that you don't think is really going to pay off, and then you realize, oh, that's actually kind of a clever way to pay that off. For example, the bird. They actually do a good job at paying off the bird. The guy describes it as a very rare breed. It's very loyal, all that, things about the bird. And then later on, traits of that come into play in a very, clever way. So I'm like, oh, okay, that actually I like what they did there. If I were to get into a complaint, though, the movie should have ended about 15 minutes earlier. Not to say that it's bad in the remaining 15, even 20 minutes, to be honest. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I was still enjoying what I was watching. But as we kept going from the point where I thought it was going to end, I'm like, this feels like it should be over by now. This really does feel like we should be wrapping up for the next few minutes. I'm like, okay, now we're going here. I'm like, okay, are we going to wrap up here? Okay, that would make sense to wrap up here. No, we're going to go even further. Okay, I guess we're going to wrap up here. Okay, I guess, nope. Okay, we got a stinger at the end there. Oh, we got to get our twist. Yeah, like, I can tell she's her dad's daughter because there's, what the twist is in there. Well, I'm not going to say what it is, but after a little bit, you can kind of pick up on what the twist is a little bit. And there's a twist in the twist, kind of. Like, the twists resolve. Is surprisingly not what me or my girlfriend was expecting. We were kind of thankful for that a little bit because it was something different. It was different. But still, I think that didn't really need that twist. You could have wrapped it up sooner, I think. Honestly, where the movie ultimately I think should have ended, all I'll say is it involves a bus. That's where I think it should have ended, personally. But I still like what they did. It just started to feel more like a Supernatural episode after that instead of the movie we were watching. I think that's what it's starting to feel like a different movie after we got to... Now I'm lagging again. What the hell? Now I'm not lagging. I have no idea. Maybe I should turn down my settings a little bit. Maybe that'll help a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it started to feel like a different movie in the last 15... Oh, that helped a lot, actually. The last 15 minutes. So... Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought I saw lag again. So... Like, it's not bad. I don't think the movie's bad. I like the movie, honestly. My girlfriend even said this is one of those movies she'd probably put on the background while she's working, because she enjoyed it. Whenever she finds a very interesting movie to watch, and the one that caught her attention in a unique way, she always says that's going to be a background movie when I'm working in the house. Just put it on TV. I have a feeling like The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is another one for her like that. Honestly, that's another movie I could put on in the background and just like chill out and have it playing. Like I enjoyed that a lot more than a lot of other people did. Still, I don't really have much else to say on the movie, to be frank. I mean, I've been talking for almost 11 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a decent movie. I also think it's a decent first outing for a director. I think you got to be very conscious of that too. It's a first movie for her as a director. So on that front, I think it worked out pretty well. Does she have room to improve? Absolutely. Do I think she needs to kind of move away from her dad's style to some degree? Yes. Does that mean she has to be completely different? No. Every once in a while, try to emulate the people who inspired you. Clearly, her dad being a very famous filmmaker or infamous, take your pick. He's a little bit of both, actually. I think Shyamalan is one of those cases where he's as infamous as he is famous. He's got that new one, Trap, which looks interesting coming out. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I'm looking forward to seeing what she does next. I like this movie a lot. What did we have for trailers? Let's see if I can remember exactly what we had. I still haven't remembered to bring my notebook to write things down with. But we had Trap, obviously. So that was the first one. Quiet Place Part 1. And Trap looks interesting. Because it's Shyamalan, I am very much wondering what the twist in that movie is going to be. Because they flat out told you, oh no, this guy's a serial killer. He's the nurse. Or is the twist going to actually be that guy in the basement is the serial killer that you see in the trailer, and he's like getting revenge? Like legit, actually, that would be pretty good. That would actually be a pretty good little twist, because you're thinking this is the serial killer. It's like, oh no, I already caught the serial killer. He tried to hurt my daughter. It's all payback from here, buddy. Yeah, I'm almost going to be disappointed if that's not the twist. No, but maybe that's the twist. We didn't get the new Alien Romulus trailer. We got the previous one, but still, hey, knowing what that second trailer looked like, I'm here for this, baby. I am here for it. So yeah, absolutely, I'm down to go see that. Beetlejuice looks like a lot of fun. What else was there? Because we had like 6 trailers, I want to say. Nothing animated, no Deadpool or Wolverine, no Twisters. I'm kind of blanking on the other trailer. I really should be writing this down, but let me just 1 second. Let me just get up the list of the movies coming out. Because again, it was like 6 movies. I don't think we got anything for anything past, say, October. But let me just see here. Movies coming out in 2024, still to come out in 2024. Like I said, Beetlejuice. Why can't the site be reached? There we go. Beetlejuice. Quiet Place Part 2, or Day 1, I should say. Trap. What were the other ones? Watcher, The Exorcist. Nope. Quiet Place, no. Let's see. Anything else here I can find? Despicable Me, no, I didn't get that one. Oh, Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon looks good. The telling about the story about the space race. I like the way that looks. I like the cut of that gym. Let's see here. And then, like we said, we have Trap coming out. Alien Romulus. There was oh yeah, that's right. We got The Crow. We got the PC version of The Crow, not the movie, but the trailer, because the other trailer is a lot bloodier. That's what we got. I'm interested in The Crow. I don't have the highest hopes. I don't even love the original movie. I like it. Oh, and I just paused there again. I liked it, but and either way, we'll see. And I'm lagging like crazy all of a sudden. Either way. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.